Hey, so this afternoon I'm down at Watford Workshop with Roselle.
Hello,
Hi there,
Chris.
hi
Nice
there.
to meet you.
And now, Watford Workshop provides workplace for disadvantaged people.
Yes.
And we're gonna go through walk around there in a little bit. But we're in a training room here, a little side room here, and we've got 3 people in here today who work outside. But Watford Workshop does a lot more than just provide a workplace, doesn't it? And this is a really interesting thing what you're doing in here. So tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Okay, well, we have a group here at the moment who are doing a project on, they've chosen a country.
Right.
And they're looking and finding out information about the food, which is what we're doing today.
Right.
But also what a little bit about the country in terms of maybe animals or food, as we've done food before, and currency, and also it's a bit loud. That's all right, don't worry. Let's turn it down. Is that better? Okay, right, we'll do that again.
Sorry, carry on, no problem. No, it's no problem, carry on.
Okay, so we're learning a bit about the country in terms of their flags, whereabouts in the world it is, the time zones, and also a little bit on if they were a visitor to the country, where they would go, what sort of things they would see.
So you've got that all on this flip chart
We
here.
have indeed, yes. This is a little chart which has given lots of ideas that everybody's contributed to.
Okay.
And slowly, but we're putting together a little project. This is one of the. This is a project on India here.
Right.
And here we go. This is the national costume, for example, the currency.
Right, okay.
And they're finding this all out for themselves by going onto the World Wide Web.
Yeah.
And also researching in terms of the country's capitals and some of the types of flag and whereabouts in the world that the country is.
Fantastic, yeah.
And it's really good because there's lots of skills that come into this. It's a group thing in the teachers. They're all making a choice as to what they want to find out about. Yeah. As you can see, they're helping one another.
Yeah, they're printing stuff out here, absolutely. I can
see, and using the internet.
Kavashki.
Fantastic. Is this
they call it the actual dish.
Excellent. And this is the Egyptian one, is it?
Dish,
All right, well, Paul's doing something on Egypt.
Right.
See?
The Kashmir, was it?
Excellent. In Cairo. Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we've got Egyptian food going on here, and we've got Indian food going on here.
Irish has just been,
and Irish over here, and so it's.
So they're basically turning the information they find into a little book about the country of their choice, really, which is
absolutely
excellent stuff.
These are all skills that can help in terms of literacy, reading, writing, but also in everyday life. It gives an added dimension to things they can talk about outside, things that they've learnt, and hopefully at the end of it they have a project that they can be proud of.
Absolutely.
And something that in the end we're going to, because there's 12 students doing this, they've all chosen a different country.
Right.
And the last session we're going to have, everyone's going to come together and tell everybody else a little bit about what they found out about their particular country.
Right.
Now on the board over here, this is a project that we did last year, at the end of last year, when we were looking at films.
Right, okay.
And so we were looking at different genres of films. We were having lots of talks and interaction about that. And then, as a final thing, everyone produced a poster on the type of genre of film that they liked. Amazingly, it was all different. How isn't that incredible?
That's incredible,
so different people like different types of things. And so we've got here just an example. Sarah, who loved cowboys and Indians. So this is her version of a Perfume and Gunsmoke, she called that one. So everybody had their own ideas of what they wanted their film to be about, and they all did a little scenario of what their film was all about, and then that went onto the poster and so on, and this was the finished product, which was exhibited at the Christmas dinner.
Amazing.
Nice. And here, this little example here of things that we've done. These are 2 poems, which have been produced by 2 different groups. In fact, this one here, our Christmas story, is produced by the group that are here today. And the bottom one is a story,
Right.
Christmas story of Where is Rudolph? So again, that was a collaboration of all the groups that I teach here, and something that was fun, and indeed they presented at the Christmas dinner, so that was a real confidence booster for them too.
Yeah, these are real life skills that you just wouldn't pick up in a normal working environment. So
No, I don't.
that makes a huge difference, isn't it?
Well, this is, if you like, this is, although this is an additional to what they do normally here at the workshop, it's also an essential thing, because, you know, we all go through life and we all want to learn more, don't we? And this is their opportunity to do just that in a environment that they are familiar with and they know.
Safe,
Exactly.
And they can take those skills and do stuff at home as well. So they're learning something that they can actually go and do more of if they're really interested in doing it. Yeah.
I mean, Paul, for example, here goes to college once a week, and he's just
haven't you?
Yes, fantastic, and he's just doing the 6 foot challenge at the moment. So that is an extension of what he's done here. And you know, that's an opportunity to interact with people at the library, goes and picks another book every week, and he also does critiques on it. So that is putting all those skills of reading and literacy and writing skills all into one thing.
Fantastic.
And that will be completed in June, and he can enter a national competition. So it's great. Yes, really good. Really good.
I mean, I think this is excellent work, and you know, I don't think people really understand what the Watford Workshop is. And the reason for these videos is really to give people a much broader spectrum of what's actually going on down here, because it's tucked out of the way. Nobody really knows it's here, but it's doing some fantastic work in the community, which is we've got to get out there, get people to know about.
Absolutely, no, definitely, yes, no, it's a fantastic place, and you know, it's incredible for everybody who's associated with it. It's you know, brilliant. People who work here and people who come and visit. It's a little corner of Watford that should be known more about. Definitely.
Well, thank you so much for telling us about it. It's really good and great stuff. I've really enjoyed myself here with these guys learning about what they're doing. So
it's great too. Thank you for coming.
No problem. Cheers, Banner.